Spooky season is officially here, guys. And you know what that means. Stick around to the end of this video for a treat. Or was it a trick?
You know that we coming liar. I'ma keep praying to God. Tell those little niggas stop it. Tell my mama that I got this. You know that we coming liar.
What's going on? It's Pin Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music Into Millions podcast, the show where we give independent rappers the tools and resources needed to be successful without waiting on a record label. And like I said in the intro, it's the beginning of spooky season. Today is, I don't actually even know the date, but it's some early day in October, which means that Halloween's coming up, which means that all the good holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's basically one of the best times of year because there's a lot of good food, a lot of family, a lot of spooking people, all that good shit. So, yeah, so do you guys remember back when you used to trick or treat, or I mean, if you still trick or treat, I'm not gonna judge you, or I don't even know how old you are, but either way, you either remember, or if you're still trick or treating, there's always that one house every single year. It doesn't matter if it's the same house or a different house every year, but there's this one house that just will never give you good candy. They give you either like apples, or they'll give you dental floss, or even worse, they'll give you like almond joys. Nobody wants a freaking almond joy. And you know what happens with this house is you start to hate whoever's at that house. Like, even looking back at it now, I start to get my blood's boiling a little bit because I'm like, I can't believe you, lady. Why would you give me an almond joy? Like, don't you see this crazy costume? I went through all this trouble and you're gonna give me something with coconut? You gonna give me a coconut-filled candy, lady? Sorry, don't mind my hatred of almond joys. But yeah, what starts to happen is this old lady gets a bad reputation because she's giving you guys a trick instead of a treat. Instead of you getting a good piece of candy, you know, like a Three Musketeers, or, you know, like some caramel M&Ms. I mean, now I'm gonna make myself all hungry for some candy. But this lady's giving you some nasty food, like an apple, something you don't want as a kid, and what happens? You don't want to go back to this lady's house, or if you do go back to this lady's house, you're probably going to start to trick her house. You're going to do things on mischief night. She's going to be the old lady that, you know, nobody wants to go to, or they're going to be rude or disrespectful, because this lady, you're going to her house expecting a treat, and you're getting something completely different in return. You're getting a trick, and so that pisses you off as the person coming to that house. Well, I got a news flash for you guys. Some of you guys are that old lady when it comes to your music and your content. You are this bitter old lady in your beat up old house, and when all your fans that are dressed up in their great Halloween costumes are coming to your page for content, they're coming there for new music, you are giving them a trick. You're giving them shitty content, you're giving them bad music, you're giving them stuff that they're not there for. And you are that old lady that no one wants to come back to their house. Don't be that old lady. You want to be the house that's giving the king size candy bars that kids can't wait to go back to every year. The one that's like, nah man, take a whole handful out of the bowl. Like, you want to be those houses that whenever fans come to your house or come to your page, hopefully you guys get this little metaphor that I'm doing here. When the fans come to your page, they're getting more than what they were looking for. They're not getting apples or dental floss or almond joys, but like, they're getting exactly, if not more, than what they wanted. That's the type of artist that you want to be. You don't want to end up being this bitter old lady on the corner. So what you need to do is, whenever you're putting out Instagram posts, Facebook posts, new music, merchandise, whenever you're showing up on tour, on stage, you need to be giving your best. You need to be giving fans a treat every single time. Anytime fans see you, talk to you, or around you, get to hear word about you, it should be because you're over delivering. It should be because you're giving your best and more, 110%. Like I said, you want to be giving the king size candy bar type energy, all right? None of this little fun size almond joy type energy. No, we're king size candy bar rappers, all right? And you can hashtag it and coin it, baby. King size candy bar rappers, all right? We over deliver for our fans, and we give them more than they asked for. Alright, so that's the type of mindset you need to have whenever you're making content, making music, whenever you're doing anything that involves your presence being in the world. Because we don't want to trick our fans. When you start to trick your fans and you're like, oh man, so come to my show, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be doing, this song, that song, it's gonna be insane. There's gonna be lights and a massive crowd, and then they show up and it's like a bar with 3 other people in the bar. There's, one strobe light that someone picked up from Five Below. There's a little smoke machine it's actually just like 3 kids on the floor with their jewels just like blowing smoke in the air. And you're like, yeah, welcome to my crazy, welcome to my crazy tour, welcome to this show. They're gonna be pretty upset and they're gonna be like, bro, this is not at all what you advertised. This is not what I came for. I came here for a good time, for a lot of people, to see a crazy show. You want to over deliver. It's better to actually under promise and over deliver. It's better to be like, yeah man, come to my show, it's gonna be a good time. And them to expect, like, oh, maybe it's in like a little pub, it's gonna be, one of these open mic type of Johns, and then they get there and it turns out to be a crazy rager. And there's the strobe lights, and there's the bottle service, and there's a bunch of people there, and you know what I mean? Like, that's what you want to strive for whenever you're putting out anything into this world. You want to over deliver. Like I said, we want to be king size candy bar rappers, alright? No fun size almond joys. Let me know in the comments right now, are you a king size candy bar rapper or are you a fun size almond joy rapper? Because I don't have no fun size almond joy rappers in the Music in the Millions family, so you gonna get that little candy bar ass out of here, boy, alright? But yeah, you don't want to trick fans with bad content or with bad music or bad merchandise or anything. You want to be a treat every single time. That's pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys today. And like I said, I did have a trick and or a treat for you at the end of this video. Well, good news for you guys, it is a treat. And all this week to kick off spooky season, to kick off the beginning of October, I am giving you guys a discount on pimpfriedrice.com. That's right, slashing all the prices, 31% off your entire purchase. Doesn't matter if you buy 10 beats, 100 beats, 1 beat, you're gonna get 31% off. Why? Because there's 31 days in October and I'm not very creative when it comes to percentages. So you get 31% off with the code SPOOKY, all capital letters, SPOOKY. Make sure you go to pimpfriedrice.com. That's just this first week. It's just to kick off spooky season. Alright, this is not going to be all month. This is not going to be until Halloween. This is till next Monday, okay? So if you guys are seeing this after whatever the second week of October is in 2020, you're too late. Sorry. So for all of you guys who are watching that before then, make sure you take advantage. With that being said, have a great rest of your day and spooky disappear.
I said